So I just wanted to show off something small I've been working on. This right here is a very simple map generator that uses Voronoi cells to create a hopefully somewhat natural looking map. So first of all, of course, as with any Voronoi program, it just creates a bunch of random points strewn about the area. And what it does is it will color a set number of individual points with a random color, just one per territory, and then it iterates through all unfilled cells and colors them based on their nearest colored cell until we have everything colored in. So this is why we have big clumps of color that spans over many, many cells. And so what it does after that is what you're about to see here. It just performs a jump fill algorithm at a very low resolution to basically fill in each individual pixel. We can see it, each individual pixel with the proper color. And it does it at a low resolution to make it fast. Doing it, because I'm not doing this in a shader, the jump fill algorithm is kind of slow. And so doing it at a low resolution makes it easy. Obviously, the resolution's a bit too low to really look good. So some noise is done on it. I should put it at a higher resolution, as you're about to see. So right here's the noise step, and then it just performs a few iterations to smooth the noise out so we don't have too many. I can do none of cleanups up actually, but to clean out some of those just stray pixels. If I iterated a few more times, I'd probably get rid of more. Maybe I should. And after it smooths them out to get this higher res version, it looks for the cells in each colored territory that has the highest isolation. So the highest isolation would be how far it is from a cell of a different color. So this one with the highest isolation becomes a settlement in the middle, represented by this circle. And then it also finds a cell with the lowest isolation. That's the one that's closest to another cell of a different color, excluding water. And it puts a little outpost there. So that we have a little settlement and a little outpost that was looking at the other territory. Yeah, and so the number on each outpost is just the size of the on the settlement. It's the size of the territory in pixels. So it's on a grid this small. It's very quick to just count each of these individual fat squares and say, okay, well, this is 88. And so this will be useful for assigning different countries or different tribes, etc., to different territories based on size. Or as you can see, this guy's got an outpost out in the water. Sometimes that happens. This guy doesn't have one because he's too small. This one's actually just made of 2 Voronoi cells. Actually, and you can see it looks more like that. So the process is very quick. As you can see up here, it took almost just under 12 seconds to render this whole thing. And so of course this is I'm going to use in my space roguelike to give it more natural maps. Currently the maps don't really have much shape to them, and I'm going to use this process to generate the maps. Of course, this is still a bit too low res, especially if each of these pixels was an individual tile. That would be much too small, and you travel it very quickly. But so if I expand it times 4, in just a sec, you'll see. Well, this takes more time than I thought. It turns every individual pixel into a hex that's 4 wide, as we can see. So these are the fat pixels that were jump filled on, and then it takes each pixel that was generated from noise and just turns it into an individual hex. So this hex is 4 tiles wide. This will be a bit of a better size for the tile-based world I have, and the hexes give it a little bit more of a natural feel than just scaling it up to a 4x4 square or something. And so yeah, that's that. It's pretty simple, but it was fun to make. It probably could use more cleaning up, but it's good enough for me. It's good enough for my standards. Although they might be a bit low, and hopefully this should produce more interesting worlds in my space roguelike. And you can check out the code yourself. I'm going to put a download link to the Game Maker project so you can look at it yourself. I'm sure you could probably improve it. But yeah, hope you found this interesting, and hope it turns out to create interesting worlds in the space game. Thank you. Bye-bye.